Hi everyone, it's Aga from EurekaCrystalBeads.com and I'm here with a super fun technique video for you today. But before I get started, just a quick reminder to check out the rest of our channel, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and don't forget about the notification bell so you always know when we post new content. In this video, I'll show you how to do cubic right angle weave. I'll tell you a little bit about it, I'll share my method of learning it, how to remember easily where you're supposed to go next, and I'll try to do it in as easy and beginner-friendly way as possible. So let's start. Alright, let's get right to it. So for cubic right angle weave, you're going to start with 4 beads. And I'm going to go through them one more time. And again through the first bead that I added so that they're connected in a little circle, or rather a square. So we're starting the same as with regular right angle weave. And now when it comes to cubic right angle weave, I like to think about it as building a high-rise building. So I've got the first floor, or the ground floor, that's ready. And now I'm going to be building the walls. And each wall will be a unit of 4 beads again. So on top of this bead, I will be building one of the 4 walls. Just like the 4 beads, they're going to be 4 walls. So I'm building the first of the walls by picking up 3 beads because that's how many are missing above this bead to create that first wall. There, and this is going to be our first wall. And each floor, each level of that high rise is going to be a cube basically, because if you have 1 floor and 4 walls, then eventually you end up with a little cube because the top beads of these 4 walls will create another floor for the next level. So it's going to be a ceiling of this level and a floor for the next level. So I have this 1 wall and I went through the next bead in the floor. And if you look at it like this and you put it at a right angle, you'll notice that there's 2 beads for this next wall already. This one and this one. So all I need to do is pick up 2 beads, and in order to create a full 4 bead unit, so a full wall, I go down towards the floor through the side bead of the wall that I just made previously. I'm going to go through the floor bead from the first level, and then through the next bead in the floor. Like that. I need 2 beads again to create the third wall, the third of 4, and I do just the same. I go down 1 bead from the previous wall, then through the bead in the floor, and the next bead in the floor, which will be actually the last one. And now, hello, this is our first wall here. So as you can see in the last wall, the 4th one in our first level, or the first cube, I already have 3 beads. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm gonna go up this wall here that's waiting from the first wall that we did. And I just need to add 1 more bead on top of here to complete this last unit of 4, this last wall. I go to the side as I normally would through the bead in the floor. And now, in order to add the next level, I need to be on top, right? So I need to be in here. So I go up through the bead in that wall and forward or backwards, depends on what direction you like working in. And where I find myself is coming out of a bead in the floor of the next level. So these are the top beads of the walls that we've just been adding. Now some people like to go through the 4 beads on top right away because, as you can see, they are not connected with each other, just with the vertical beads in the walls. And you can totally do that, but you don't have to because they're going to be connected anyways. Because to start a new level, again, first you pick up 3 beads, go through the bead that your thread is coming out of, to create that first next wall. Now through the next bead, let me maybe hold it more vertically so that the metaphor holds up. The bead in the floor, Now you pick up 2 beads and you go down the bead in the wall that we just made. Remember to pull tight because tension is quite important here. Now through the bead in the floor again of the wall that we just made. And the next floor bead in here. 2 more beads for the third wall. Down one of the beads in the wall that we just added. Through the floor. And that's our third wall. Now the fourth one again will have 3 beads already in it. These 3 beads here, because that's the first wall that we added. So I'm just going up and adding 1 more bead. Now the thing here is that this last bead in the floor and the first one are not connected, and I like to have all of my beads connected, so I just go through this next, which is the first bead in the floor, and then I go up. So essentially I'm going back up the first wall that I added. Forward through the bead of the ceiling of that level, which is the floor of the next level, 4 beads in the floor, and you just continue adding beads just like before. 3 at first, then 2, 2, and 1. Alright guys, now you know how to do cubic right angle weave. Make sure to check out our next video about prismatic right angle weave because it's a real doozy. Find all of the supplies you need at eurekacrystalbeads.com. Meanwhile, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!